Yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm posting again already, man. I must apparently I have a lot to say, and apparently my fucking car in the school parking lot is a damn studio around this motherfucker, cause this is like seems like where it all happens. Goddamn it, I eat, sleep, and think about shit, record ideas, all that shit. Real quick note, for all you creators out there, that's otaku and this, the ones that's really creating shit and actually, can functionally share it and not dysfunctionally not share it with somebody. I guess this is one that's, well, I got a couple of things to say. Let me get myself organized. And it's simple like this. I was thinking about video games. But at first I was thinking about diversity. And what's up? One, diversity, two, video games. And I was thinking about, I was on YouTube yesterday and I was finding a lot of stuff, not just pertaining to black people as far as diversity. And what that tells me that the information is out there. It's just, it's one thing you can create, but that don't make you a creator. As far as the media of video games, manga, anime, you can create. It's like you just like you can know how to draw and not be an artist. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit deep with this shit. This shit has been in my head for a while. And not everybody was meant to do what they was meant to do. Some people, it seems like most artists, it seems, was meant to draw for somebody else. Believe it or not. But it is big ups to them for taking initiative and creating something. But when I see stuff like, let me put a couple of artists out there. The director of Ghost in the Shell, Mamoru Oshii. That's the man. It's just like when you see somebody, that's what they were meant to do. They were meant to direct anime. They were meant to be a director. People that direct, that know the knowledge of directing or know the knowledge of drawing, that doesn't mean that's what they was meant to do. As far as when you start creating your own, it's a certain level of climate control. It's a certain level of refinement, that mostly refinement of bringing it through the rigors to fruition. Some people, just like Michael Jordan, is blessed upon them of what they can do. But refinement of an idea, that's what the problem is. A lot of people don't refine their idea. Sometimes you come up with some magical shit without even trying, by just doing your thing. And what I see is a lack of refinement. And I see a lack of originality. I see a lack of formula. The same shit us creators be bitching about all the time. But really, it takes a deep analyzation of your own shit. It's like, is you being original? Are you following atypical formulas? Are you following the same formula over and over again? These are the basic traps and pitfalls of otaku that's actually creating. And I still can't find no site nowhere. There are people out there, if it's some kind of site or something where people post their American doujinshi, you know what I'm saying? Particularly of the mecha genre or whatever, or just posting they shit, holla at me. I've seen some nice stuff like Google like Clone Army and stuff like that. I think the cat name is Dan Kim. That's one of the better ones I've seen out there. One of the few only ones that I've seen that I actually like. It's a lot of other ones that that I don't care to mention because they're just not my particular taste. And it's just so hard in goddamn America just to really get on. It's a whole fucking culture there in Japan that does all this shit. But it's so motherfucking hard for America, to get in a state where you can create something. You have to reach. So even if you reach a lot of people, you still not really gonna get put on. It's like they on such a exclusive list of people who can create and who can't. Hell, do you know any game designers in America that's really doing it? Now there's a few of them. But at the same time, how many of them are tapping the shoulder of diversity? of trying to go to a universal audience? None of them. None of the big ones. And what does that say about them as creators? If you're in America, you portray how the world exists. It's full of color. It's full of diversity. Black people are not just eating fried chicken and breakdancing. Asian people are not just doing kung fu and eating fucking dim sum. You know what I'm saying? Hispanic people are not just buying pickup trucks and selling oranges on the side of the road. It's a very what's the name state of affairs when I live in a country that can't even represent how it really looks. It represents the ideal state of how it looks and what sells, and how American audience they just be all up in arms about watching like Afro Samurai and Boondocks